Hi, I'm going to show you how to work with graphics for the Dardel HPC cluster maintained by PDC for the Intro to Python for HPC course provided by NICE. Looking at the table of content, I will discuss why graphics are important, maybe very obviously. Then we're going to use matplotlib, which is a Python library, to create a plot, and then we're going to view it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a minimal plot. If needed, we load a module for it, for matplotlib, the library we're using. And then we're going to view the plot. Why you want to use graphics? Well, because they're useful to visualize your data, especially plots in our academic publications. We can do this on our local computer, but we can also create them on an HPC cluster. Matplotlib, this is the library we will be using to create plots, is a very popular Python package to make them. We'll find out how easy it is on your HPC cluster, in this case Dardel, and the hardest part will be to find out which modules needed to be loaded. We'll be using this code to create the minimal plot. You see there, it's quite minimal. We create a plot and we save it. After creating that plot, we need to view this file that contains the plot to see if it worked. And this is a hard part sometimes, because I'll be showing it from a terminal. And terminals do not allow for graphics. However, you can use a flag called X forwarding enable, in which you enable X forwarding. You will see it takes 3 extra keystrokes to do so. You can also use a remote desktop environment, but again I'll be using a terminal. And the remote desktop environment has graphics because you see graphics, like my desktop is graphical. Yeah, in the worst case you're stuck downloading the image to your local computer. It is clumsy, but it works too. Let's take a look at the exercises. And let's take a look. Create a Python script called node up with the content of the example code in it. So in the previous session here, working with Python scripts, we have created the Python script already. So I'm going to do this step a bit faster. So I'm going to move this exercise to the left. I'm going to have Dardel here. I'm going to copy paste this code there. And now I'm going to create a script, nano. Oh, what did I do here? There. Nano create plot.py. So on Dardel, nano is not found, so you need to do module load nano first. And then you can start nano like this. Ctrl Shift V to paste the code. Ctrl O to save it. There, enter to save it to this file, Ctrl X to exit, and now double check if it has been created. There is my code. Next step, run the Python script. Well, let's do that. Python, it's called create plot. There. If you get no error message, you can go to the next exercise. Well, this is an error message. So let's take a look at the next step. For your favorite HPC center, find the documentation on how to use matplotlib. Search for a maximum of 5 minutes. If you cannot find it, try to apply the steps in the upmax documentation about matplotlib for 5 minutes. After that, simply copy paste the answer for the next question. Good. So here I have the documentation of Dardel from PDC. They maintain Dardel. Let's search for matplotlib. Is there anything about matplotlib? Not here. Here you see pip install. This is installing it. I clicked on this. So I conclude that there is no matplotlib at all documented. From this I'm going to go to the upmax documentation about matplotlib. I paste it here. And here they show how to load the matplotlib software module. So I'm going to copy paste that, module load matplotlib. It's quite straightforward. Let's see if it works, because it's very unlikely that it works because it's a different HPC system. But it says try this, so let's do that. I'm gonna find, if we can find it, we can see if we can find it. Sure. So I do need to use this one. I know that if that is with the E around it, these are extensions provided by another module. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to use load matplotlib. Apparently it's this thing, so let's do module load on that. Module load on that. So this can again give an error. Yes, here. It says, well, I cannot be loaded. Do module spider that thing. Sure, let's do that. Let's see if it copy pastes nicely. No. Okay, now I'm a bit in trouble. So what was it again? There. Alright, I'm a bit in there. No, I still cannot type. So, there. So I'm going to log out from Dardel because it seems to be stuck now. I'm going to close my terminal there. Start a new terminal. And I'm going to log into Dardel again. So here, this is my login. And what I was doing is I was trying to load the matplotlib library. So module, and it's an old command, I assume. There, I wanted to load that. Then it said you need to do module spider with that. So instead of copy pasting these two lines, I'm going to edit this line, module spider. Let's see what it says. Aha, I also need to load this module first. So I'm going to use module load, paste this here first, and then run it. This looks good. So now I can actually run my Python script. Let's take a look if it works. Boss error core dumped. Alright, so that doesn't seem to work. What I'm going to do now is I've logged in without SSH forwarding. Now I'm going to log in with that to see if that makes a change. So to do that, I'm on my local computer. I'm going to use SSH-X and see if using this makes a difference at all. You see the other things are like keys. Right. So we're going to load the libraries again. Then we're going to run the Python script again. And again here we have a bus error. So that means we need to do something else. We're going to do pip install matplotlib. And this is way beyond the exercise. We're just going to install it ourselves. And now we're going to create the plot. We still have a bus error, module unload, module, we're going to do module purge. And let's see what happens here. Python create. I'm going to load this again. We're going to run create plot again. Maybe we need a Python module. Module load Python. There, just in case, I don't know. Gonna try this again. So this concludes that I failed to create a plot from this Python script on Dardel. with this, I am gonna leave it at that for now. I have showed you how to create. Oh no, we are stuck at the last possibility, which is to copy the file to our local computer. But there is no file on the local computer. It could not even be created. So that means we cannot even view the plot because there is no plot. So with this, I give up at using matplotlib to create a plot. This was the Dardel session on working with graphics, a part of the Intro to Python for HPC course provided by NICE. And with this, I wish you a very good day. Bye!